Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Ben. What's up, Ben?
Hello.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah. Hi.
What's up, Dr. Lucas?
Yo.
What's up, Scott?
Hello.
What's up, Vaughn?
Hello.
Okay, before us Real Whovians lose our shit,
And double barrel somebody.
I'm going to give some good news first, okay?
Okay.
I do want to thank Bill and his magazine for doing a nice article on me, YouTube, King of the Podcast. I did over 2,000 podcasts, and I got an article for it, so I'm happy about that. We got the Everything Show anniversary that starts tomorrow, which is, I think, 1,066. And the Real Whovians cast we're doing right now is 1,089. So, and we're going strong because we're going to have more podcasts on the way. So I do appreciate the recognition and nice article about us and some of my history and some things on the Whovians podcast and Real Whovians cast and a lot of different stuff, and my books too. So thank you, Bill. Great article. And now we go on to
The main event.
And now it's time for the NC-17 portion of the
all right. Here's the thing. Now, all right. I can't even speak. Go ahead, Chris. Not you. You're Dr. Lucas.
I know.
All right.
Go ahead,
Go ahead,
Chris.
Chris.
I'm not gonna, because I could come on here and do a whole long-winded thing, but I'm not. In my opinion,
Do you want me to say it? What happened?
I'll say it.
All right.
So Comic-Con obviously was over the weekend. They had the Doctor Who panel in Hall H. The beloved Chris Hardwick was the moderator.
Yeah.
And he said that, well, there's two things about this whole thing that really kind of boggle my mind. One of them was that Moffat said that there's no backlash to casting Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Sure. The other is that Chris Hardwick basically said that anybody who doesn't agree with this casting is not a real fan of Doctor Who and is an asshole.
Okay. My response is, and here's the thing. Let me respond first. I didn't like Chris Hardwick when he did that Doctor Who thing a long time ago when he got the doctors wrong and he left out some doctors like he knew everything about Doctor Who. And who is calling me on Google right now? Hold on.
It's not important.
It's Chris Hardwick.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
All right.
Chris Hardwick. There
So
we go.
let me continue. So I didn't like it when he made it like he knew his stuff and he left out like I think Peter Davison or something in an interview. Like he was going through all the doctors and he totally left out like a doctor or two.
Yeah, but that's
So
gonna
like-
happen though.
I know, but now to say, I know, but now to I wouldn't get it wrong, but now to say, like he's the authority on it, we could all like go like we're assholes. Like really? Seriously, we are all assholes. Is that what they're saying?
That's basically what he said, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
Because it's the modern day and they want to forget about where Doctor Who came from. If you're not in love with the new series, then you hate Doctor Who. Because pretty much when people think of the third Doctor, they don't think of John Pertwee. They think of Matt Smith and all that. That's why they feel that, yes, we thank you, the original series, for being on. We thank you for getting the start, but this show is not for you original fans. It's for the new fans who we can draw in. So fuck you, old fans. And so Chris Hardwick, fuck you.
I don't fucking get it. I don't get it how he could just say that and not have backlash himself.
Here's
Oh, he's probably getting backlash. We just haven't yet heard it, or they've
no.
got a good
No,
story.
he ain't getting no backlash. Not that I know of. What about you? I mean, what do you say, Vaughn?
Here's what I saw, because I saw that part and I got really upset. Okay, first of all, you're a moderator of one of the top TV shows in the world right now. Have some decorum when you talk to people. Don't go tell them to F themselves. That's not how things work. Your audience are made up with people that probably had similar views to what we feel about the show. And you just told half of the audience or a little bit of the audience to go F themselves for having their opinions. I didn't like that. You're a moderator, act like a moderator, have respect for who you moderating to, and also professionalism. Same with Moffat.
It was Moffat's fault.
Yeah,
He kicked
decorum.
me off.
The same with Moffat. He went on a total rant about it, just about not having the female doctor and all that. And I mean, you're a showrunner. Have decorum and tactfulness when you tell somebody that when you tell somebody your opinion. That's your opinion. That's not everyone's opinion. You can't force them to have your opinion. And to tell somebody that they're in a basement, fat and sloppy, that's not tactful at all for a showrunner to do. You are the merchandise. You are the product. You're not making anybody go out for this product right now because you put in the people who invested so much time and money into this product that you are putting them down. Like, they are right to their opinions. They have their right to their own feelings. You're not in a place to judge people because you're the same person who will call somebody a hypocrite if they judge you on your work. You don't like to be judged, so don't judge others. That's what I'm talking about. They were so unprofessional. They sell a product. They're there for a product. They're not there to show brownie points or anything like that. Okay. If you do your opinion, do it like Peter. He did his opinion gracefully. Everybody else did it with tactfulness.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're a showman, you don't have that right.
Well, is
I'm
anybody
sorry.
really surprised that he's not doing tactfully? He's never been tactful at all.
My thing is, I don't understand why he's making a big deal about Jodie Whittaker. Why don't he just let Chibnall do it? That Chibnall's the showrunner. Chibnall chose her. So why is he's not the showrunner anymore?
Moffat can't let go. Moffat can't let go. I honestly don't. I think it's going to be a hard transition for him.
I don't think really he should have said. I think if I was Chibnall, I'd be like, shut up. Because you don't speak for the show anymore. So you filmed your last episode. What's
He
that?
doesn't until the end of the year.
But the thing is, the episode's done. Moffat's done. He shouldn't have any say going forward after he filmed the episode. Like, it's Chibnall's ball game right now.
He's supposed to be.
I totally agree with you, but you also have to Moffat's point of view that, I mean, right now, Moffat's in charge until the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I was going to say.
So Moffat kind of has a say. And smart. I think Chris is actually being smart on this. By not saying anything, Moffat take the brunt of it, or like this had everything to do with Moffat and nothing to do with Chris. And it makes me go, maybe I will watch now that Moffat's going to be gone. This was kind of shoved on Chris.
Mm-hmm.
And he's allowing all those who are saying it to pretty much bury themselves and hang themselves at the same time.
But Moffat's never been kind to the internet. Anybody who criticizes him, anybody who doesn't agree with his decision, he's never been nice. Why are we surprised about that?
Well, he went after a little kid that time when he spoiled one of the episodes that flipped on him in the morning show that time. He was pissed that his episode got spoiled. But I don't know. I think that Chris Hardwick coming out and saying that has divided even more so the Whovian fans, because you're saying as someone who has multiple shows and is all over the internet and everything. Now you're making it that if we don't accept that the Doctor could be a woman, that we're not real fans and we're assholes. And I think that is a huge problem. And I have a huge problem with that. Because you're not going to tell me I'm not a real Doctor Who fan after like all the times we talk about it. So
I agree with.
I would really like to talk to Chris Hardwick on that one, which of course you wouldn't give me the time of day, but I really want to know what I want him to go even more deeper with his opinion of that.
Well, here's the problem with that. Make a definition for something that there is no real definition for. Who cares deeply about a show, who has invested some time into it.
Right.
And there's no such thing as a real fan. This is just a label they're trying to put on people. And put a label on everybody saying that we're sexist if you don't agree with it. It's a label that has meaning to people who actually care about the show. Any of us would in this chat right now. Would you?
Some reason we have problems with the Zoom, and now we're going to Google, and I can't. Everybody's breaking up again. So I don't know what it is.
That's been happening for a few.
I don't know what it is.
I'm going to switch to picture. See would that help? So maybe it's just camera.
Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't hear what you said, Dr. Lucas. You were breaking up.
Oh, all I said is I don't think anybody in here would really define anybody in this chat right now as not a real fan, as not a fan of the show. Fan is just a label. They're just trying to put anybody who disagrees with them. Anybody in here really disagree with that?
I don't agree with what Chris Hardwick said. I'm really pissed about it.
I mean, he's a douche for saying it.
Yeah,
and you know what? It makes me not want to watch his shit. Like, I don't want to watch Talking Dead. I don't want to, now watch anything he does because, to me, and again, you called us assholes. You're an asshole. Honestly, if you think that, who the hell you think you are? You think you're so big that you could label the community as, us real fans, not real fans? Like, well, fuck yourself, too, honestly. Seriously, because I think you just fucked yourself, I think.
It's trying to divide the community, make people go in a direction they want to go. And they know it's wrong. They know it's wrong. They all know it's wrong. That's why they're doing it.
And you know what? Anybody
fight this much for it.
What they did to Peter Davidson's disgusting.
Oh,
and,
yes.
That was.
Yes, that was.
He spoke his mind, and then because he feels that with a lion's share of it's not the right time for a female doctor.
Exactly.
The show was brought up on a male doctor, and as I mentioned in the Everything show as well as on one of the boards, pretty much they're going to have the same social justice warriors who were bitching, moaning, and complaining about how, oh, we need a woman, who are not going to watch the show in the first place. But nonetheless, the same ones who are bitching, moaning, and complaining about that, they're going to be bitching, moaning, and complaining the first time the doctor gets socked in the jaw or strangled, because then they'll say, oh, the BBC and Dr. Who is promoting violence towards women. Shut up and crawl back under your rock.
What happened with Davies? Sorry, I didn't hear about that.
He was on Twitter and he posted a tweet about the new doctor. He said that we are losing a role model in the switching genders, and that he for young boys, which I kind of agree with. So everybody turned on him, basically. Not everybody, but some of the tweets was very nasty towards him, voicing an opinion. And then him and Colin Baker got into a little spat about, he had an opposing thing about it, and then him and Jenny opinions.
Okay, I need to go to Twitter.
Yeah.
Peter Davidson and Colin Baker. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that led to more viciousness towards his Twitter account. So now I guess he's off of Twitter now because of the fact that people were so mean to him and so vicious and nasty to him that he couldn't take it.
It was also an exchange between him and Jenna Fielding too.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
I'm not saying
it's a nice way to treat the former Fifth Doctor, right?
Yeah.
No, right.
I mean, he was.
First of all, I'm going to side with the Fifth Doctor over the Sixth Doctor anyway, because I love Peter Davidson. Colin Baker,
over Tom.
Yeah. No, not Colin Baker. We're talking about Colin Baker. I know.
The
Sixth. Yeah, no.
Baker's so fucking overrated.
No, it's not. We're not talking about Tom Baker. We're talking about Colin Baker's the fight that had
Oh,
Peter Davison
Colin
and Colin Baker.
Baker? Oh,
Yeah,
I
Colin
said
Colin
Tom.
Yeah, the
Baker.
dude with the little.
No.
No,
Colin
Colin Baker. No.
Oh.
So no, I'm not going to side.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm not going to side with Colin Baker. No way.
Colin either.
Yeah, this Google was. We were doing a Zoom because we couldn't even go on Google for a while, and now we had no choice to come back to Google. And now I'm losing everybody's audio again. So
But
It's not my fault.
I don't know because
No.
I think only you are breaking up, right? Or is it everybody, Chris?
No, it's everybody. From my end, I can barely hear any of you.
Yeah, it sounds like
It's on every end.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have to scrap this cast, I guess. I don't know if we're gonna be able to salvage it. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, actually, if you know, it's gonna sound rough to us, but when you upload it, it should be okay.
Yeah. All right.
Can somebody else record it on Zoom?
What else do I want to say? The Google only holds, I think, 11 people, right?
right.
And the Zoom holds like 27. All right. I do want to say, because here's the thing, all right? We have a lot of members. Here we go. Okay.
Oh no. Shit.
Shit.
What's up?
I had the feeling of some great hate going on in the air. So
And maybe it's because Chris
Are
Hardwick.
you picking on that poor little twat, Chris Hardwick?
Maybe
Yeah.
it's because Chris Hardwick told us to go fuck ourselves. Right? Well, actually, calls us assholes.
Oh, I'd love for Chris Hardwick to tell me that in my face. I'd slap the piss out of his little pussy ass. I hate Chris Hardwick. He's a little fucking bitch.
Hard dick.
He's
I
little cunt. He's a little
God.
cunt.
I don't understand how
ahead.
he, with all his shows that he's got now, why would he risk, like, stuff with his career to say something stupid like that?
What's he risking?
He was trying to get brownie points with the team over there
Yeah,
with Capaldi.
he's joined the bitch boy squad. Is what he's done.
Well,
They're
Capaldi
all-
called him out.
They're all little cunts. They're all afraid
Oh,
of.
did he?
They're all, they're all on board. They all got to be part of the team. He has to do that, or else he's not going to get his little interviews with the production people because they're all like sucking Jodie Whittaker's tits also right now.
Capaldi did call
Did he?
Chris Hardwick out. He did. Because he's like, isn't that the same speech you used last time? Meaning that
Oh my God! Yes, he did.
he called his ass out that, dude, could you say something on the cuff? Because you're going word for word. So he fucking called him out. And it's like,
Hey, wait a minute. Moffat probably wrote a script.
no, but Chris Hardwick, he was repeating himself. And Capaldi said, it's like word for word. Dude, like joking around with him. Hey, man, you got something new this time? So
Hardwick's just a little cunt. I mean, he does his little stupid talk show that no one gives a fuck about, and the ratings were down on. He was doing some show on Comedy Central, like the Midnight Show or something, and they're ending that. And he's just a complete tool bag is the correct term for him. He just goes on, does this fucking little spiel for like an hour, talking Dead, talking Saul, talking you're a fucking cunt, Chris Hardwick. That's the show they need. Because he's a little cunt. I mean, a little hipster little bitch. And I mean, I can't fucking, as you can tell,
he plays it safe. He plays it safe now because he's
just
can't
telling
say
me
anything.
the line.
He'll never say anything bad about Walking Dead, even if it is bad, because
But
that's their.
did he say anything about the way Capaldi was pushed out the door? No, he's too
No.
busy sucking Jodie Whittaker's little titties, Oh, come on. Female doctor. I'm going to be part of the fucking SJW crowd. Bring him on.
But
Well,
why is Moffat
I
even
do
fucking
have-
talking about it? Why don't we just
No.
let Chibnall do it? What, Dr.
You
Lee?
guys know that John Barrowman's in the hospital?
Yes, he got his appendix.
Yeah.
He's got
I
some
thought,
of his appendix.
I thought he had
Okay.
I thought he had a gerbil stuck up his ass or something.
What the?
What?
I thought he had a gerbil stuck up his ass. Is that what
Well,
happened?
he did come in. He had 3 holes in him already.
Oh my God!
Oh, damn.
Oh, I'm sorry. 3 hoes. It's 3 hoes, that hole.
Well, after what he did at Comic-Con, I mean, like, I don't want him on the show anymore anyway. So I mean,
What's
Just
he
didn't
comes
come
out
back.
in a dress, dressed up like the TARDIS, and he calls himself the
So basically,
transgender
he gets, like,
TARDIS.
holes in
And
him.
I'm sitting there
Dude, that'd
like,
be
what the
awesome.
hell?
Play him like a flute.
I don't know. I don't get it lately. I just why wanna? I mean, you know what's gonna happen? All these people that are saying they're fans of Doctor Who, they're not gonna watch it, and it's gonna drop in ratings, and then that's gonna be the proof.
Yep.
They're not gonna watch. All these people talking about it, they're not gonna watch it. Nobody's gonna watch. They're
Well,
not
I
gonna
mean,
watch.
I can look at my channel and see that big boycott's coming anyways.
We're gonna watch
I have
it.
so many people that are on there going, I'm not going to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it, but
And they're saying their friends are saying,
yeah, I know. We
Well,
gotta delay Dr. Lucas, I think, because
yeah, I think there is a slight delay.
I'm gonna let you talk because I don't know when you're gonna speak because we're off a couple of seconds, I think.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, go ahead because I don't want to cut you off right now. I think we're behind 5 seconds.
Us arguing over who's going to go. I don't know. This stuff is just kind of crazy. There's so many people on, I think, your channel, my channel, channels who are all saying the same thing, that they're just not going to watch. If everybody's saying that, and I saw it in the fandom too whenever they announced it, I don't think a lot of people's changed their mind, and I think this is going to make it even worse.
Why couldn't Moffat just come out and say, look, I know that there's some people that are against it, but give it a chance? He didn't even say that. He's just like, oh, nobody's
That would have been
against
the
it.
respectful thing to say, but at
Yeah.
this point, they don't care about anybody who doesn't agree with them, so they're just going to say shit like this all the time now.
That's the typical SJW thing. Is it's like, well, everyone's opinion should be respected, but you better agree with ours.
Agree with mine. Fuck you.
And right away, my response is, no, motherfucker, fuck you. You know,
Yeah.
fucking little agenda you got going on. I mean, people, they know that people can be cowed very easily. So what they're trying to do is, like, just like I heard earlier, right before I came on the cast, somebody mentioned something about Moffat was trying to play down the fact that there was this great disturbance within the community, that people are really having a pushback against what's gone on recently. And they're trying to placate it, play it down, because they know that a lot of people will be easily swayed, and they'll start second-guessing themselves and going, well, you know what? My initial reaction was I was really upset by this, but now, you know, maybe I just was, like, overreacting, and they're getting the people to psychologically, like, acquiesce to what the agenda is. And shame on these fucking weak people, these spineless, weak people, who all of a sudden were talking about how they're never going to watch the show and all this stuff beforehand, and now they're acquiescing to it because they're getting played. They're like being followers now. They're not sticking to what they said before, and they're fake fucks. And it's like they want to act like they're falling for it hook, line, and sinker. This thing about, well, I'm going to give it a chance and blah blah blah. No, fuck that. I mean, if it's wrong and you don't like it, fucking vote with your feet. Walk away from it. Don't watch it anymore. Just like me.
That's actually how I kind of feel. I actually got into a discussion this morning with somebody on my channel, and they were like, oh, you gave all this BS reasons why I should give it a chance, because they didn't like Matt Smith, and they didn't like they love Peter, and I should just give it a chance. And I said, okay, so you want me to agree with you because you like the shittiest doctor to ever step into the role.
Oh,
That's not a good
no.
fucking way.
Oh, damn.
Holy shitballs.
No.
Yeah, I know that's what I told him. I was like, no, that's not a good argument. You got to come at me with something with real fucking teeth in, because you didn't like something and you eventually found something you like. Come on, that's not a good argument.
What did they follow up with? Because it's time? Because I love that argument. That's been the it's time. Well, what the fuck?
Oh
do you
no,
mean
see,
it's
that
time?
doesn't work with me, because my argument isn't even that it's a woman. My argument is I don't agree with her ideology. I don't agree with the show's ideology anymore. I can't support something like that, and I'm walking away. I'm done. After the Christmas special, that's it for me. Until they either change what they're doing or the show goes off the air. Either or.
Right.
And nobody else started arguing with me on it, because I mean, the show backs up what I'm saying. And then Jody comes out and backs up what I'm saying. So, I mean, how do you argue with somebody that's
Why
on the
didn't
facts?
she come out and talk? I don't understand why she didn't come out and talk.
She's still not talking.
She's in the kitchen cooking dinner.
Oh,
I don't understand why.
God.
I don't understand why she's not saying one damn thing.
Because she don't know how to react to all
Michael.
this.
Or she's been told to
I like
stick
the
to the actual.
Yeah.
Tell her to get back in the fucking kitchen. That's why she's afraid to talk.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Or they telling her not to do anything because it's not her time yet.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't want
I think that's true because, like, I think right now that they're afraid with this being so fresh, they're afraid that people are going to start trolling her. So they're going to let the thing kind of blow away and kind of pass.
All they're saying is she isn't capable of doing it. That's all they're saying.
Yeah.
Did you see this article from The Guardian?
Yeah, I read that earlier.
Stupid, dull, and unsexy, and you could be the doctor.
They are so wrong.
So
Yeah.
there's a chance.
Jesus, they're really ripping.
Living color to be the next doctor.
Billy.
You're not the only
I like
one.
it, Bill.
A lot of people don't, you know. But
Billy was just a checklist. That's what it freaking was.
She certainly brought some flavor to it, though. I mean,
She kept flip-flopping on how I want to be social. I don't want to be social. I'm shy. I'm not shy.
but I did realize that she got a lot of popularity fast with the doctor. She had bunches of friends. Started out with hardly nobody, except the girl she was questioning on. Then near the end, she had.
the moment she becomes a Cyberman, everybody loves it.
Hey, did you guys forget that she's also a lesbian? You guys didn't forget that, right?
Oh, no.
They forget it.
They knew that. I mean,
I know it.
Martha reminds us every episode. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Jenny and Vastra, they're married too, by the way. They're gay also, just so you know. I don't know if you guys knew that, you know. Yeah.
But
I'm glad Moffat educated us because I couldn't pick up on that fact for myself. I'm glad he put that in every script because I don't know. I guess maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Or when he's about to regenerate, he sees all the companions, and who do they show as the companions? Then they show Vastra and Jenny.
They didn't show Vastra, Jenny, or they didn't. Wait, they did show Vastra in the last bit, didn't they?
They did, didn't they?
Yeah. They didn't show Rory though.
No, they didn't show no guys except for Captain Jack.
Are they gonna?
Well, they showed Jack and Nardole, but they forgot Rory because
They didn't show Nardole.
Mickey,
Of course.
They
and
didn't show
Mickey.
Nardole.
Yeah, they did.
They show Nardole when he's calling after the doctor.
Yeah.
Nardole.
But they didn't show Mickey neither, so I don't know how far he was going.
No, Mickey's meant to know and know. Yeah, I know.
Maybe they'll make the Jodie Whittaker's doctor a leslie also, and give her like a bull-dyke hairstyle and shit.
Oh my God.
She could have like
Doctor 17's a female. And she's cool.
They're gonna give her like some sailor tattoos, and she's gonna be like bull-dyke haircut, and she's gonna be wearing a wife beater and shit.
Shouldn't everybody be talking about who the doctor's going to face and what villains are going to be and what kind of scripts and what kind of storylines instead of like...
It's the patriarchy, Joe! The patriarchy, man! That's the villain!
The evil men.
Yeah.
If I was the doctor, I would come out and say, hey, I'm the doctor! She hasn't said shit! It's like, why?
No, I mean,
why didn't she talk?
I mean...
Did shit. She said she's a feminist.
Did everybody... I mean, when once they became the doctor, did everybody do interviews right after they became doctor?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they interview after interview for like a week.
Something somebody brought up earlier, actually, that seriously made a point was the way that they pushed Capaldi out the door. It's almost like they were really there was more of a impetus for them to cast a woman because that way they can use that. Where if anyone questioned the way that they handled Capaldi, they could just flip the script around and say, oh, well, you're a sexist. Obviously, you don't like that a woman was cast. Rather than if they cast a guy and they cast a younger male, then they would have a lot more...
ageism.
You know what?
To stand on, yeah.
You know what? I was watching this interview, and this was like doing their promotion for season 10, where he was on this thing called Sci-Fi, and he acted like he was going to stay in the role for as long as they needed him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was no change at all during this interview. Like they asked
2 weeks later, we get the announcement.
Yeah. Capaldi will never
It's-
say anything bad about anybody.
Yeah, 2 weeks later, all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I decided I gotta go. I've been waiting around too long. You get too complacent in things." And
Oh, you see what they said though to Moffat, which I said. They said, "Are you going to give him a job as Van Helsing for Dracula?"
Yes.
I said that originally,
Yeah.
and Moffat's like, "Of course we're going to work together. Of course, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
right. I'm sure."
Spectacular. One of the
But
two.
if
You better
he-
give him one.
Yeah, he owes Capaldi, so he better give him something.
Yeah.
He owes him
Yeah.
big, because he could have whipped him to shreds. So I would make
Ooh.
him in I don't know how many years.
Yeah, because I honestly feel that until they ripped Capaldi apart, he was willing to stay. But then when he started getting all these shitty things, it's
Moffat
like,
should do the
this
right
is how I'm
thing.
going to be treated. I'm going to silently say, fuck you, too.
Mm.
Mark Gatiss gets to be the main actor for the Christmas special.
That doesn't make sense. They could have got any other actor, but yet they
Come on.
come on.
so, Lucas, you had a lot of pushback against not liking Capaldi. I mean, how bad did it get?
I can get comments at least daily of somebody saying, "Oh, you just don't understand what they were going for."
So it's like obviously you watch the episodes and they still were.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen every episode.
Yeah, I can imagine in their mind they're just like, well, that's not good enough. Your answer's not good enough. You must comply, right?
Look, Capaldi stepped into it. I knew he was going to be a bland character. I knew that aren't going to let him take lead. They pushed it all on Jenna, on Coleman, and then she kind of stepped in and just ran the show pretty much for the first season. But the second season, they're like, crap, she's gone. What are we going to do? Give him a guitar. So now you have him going around playing the guitar the second season every once in a while. It's like, what the hell's this crap? And then we got the stupid sunglasses.
They
and
suck.
Name one thing in the season in his run that I can look at and go, better than Matt Smith's run. Or, yeah, that was better than David Tennant's run. Or, hell, hey, that was better than freaking Tom's
I think
run.
Kevin Sid was one of the stronger ones, though.
I mean, that's pretty much my comeback is tell me something in there that I can look at and go, okay, that was unique.
Well, I know your
Peter
favorite.
stepped into the role, made it his own. He didn't. He just stood in the background.
I know your favorite.
Opinions.
I know your favorite Doctor is Sylvester McCoy, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Did you not expect that they were going to maybe make Capaldi sort of like a little bit more of a mysterious, sort of intense sort of Doctor before you?
Yeah, I was hoping they would. Well, how they kind of played it off was that he was going to be a darker undertone and a lot more mysterious. And instead, you just got a guy who fucking seemed like a retard running around with the fucking.
Well,
it's just like,
can't even argue
come
with
on.
Did you hear that there was more apprehension about it as well? Was like we got a seemingly different, way drastically different Doctor after Deep Breath. It became like he got watered down, and they tried to kind of convolute him, like with a little bit more with like Matt Smith mannerisms and.
Oh yeah, I tried. It didn't work too well though.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him maintain being like the Doctor in Deep Breath, where he really was edgy, like that, like the way they shot that episode too, with like those close-ups of his face when he's like kind of looking, and he says something that normally people would consider.
Yeah, but his when he spoke, it didn't really carry any weight because everything prior to that had no weight to it anyways. So I mean, you can't just have a one-off where you think that he's going to carry some weight in his voice whenever he hasn't been doing it the whole time. That's kind of the problem I have with Peter.
Well, when we saw him in the anniversary special, when he zoomed in and they had like the close-up of his eyes and he's like, no, all 13, I really thought that was going to be like what they were going to stick with, was that sort of attitude and make him dark.
Exactly. But no, they didn't. They went with this freaking blob who just showed up and let the companions do everything.
See, that's what
and
not only.
It was I think it was a real disappointment for me. Because I mean, look at almost any other Doctor. The Doctor was kind of in charge. I mean, he knew how to play humans. He knew how to manipulate them. He may not always understand what the hell they're doing, but he could manipulate them at least.
Well,
But Clara was in charge, though.
One thing before I forget it, that going on this thing with him liking McCoy. With McCoy in Battlefield, they referenced one of the characters referenced the doctors being recognized as Merlin, and Capaldi would have been the perfect sort of dark.
Oh yeah, he would have been great.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I think they dropped the ball all the way
And
around.
also, the Seventh Doctor witnessed the Brigadier's death in the future because he saw him die in bed.
What I honestly think happened is Moffat coming into Peter's run was like, he was too involved in all these wars on with the SJWs on Twitter, and I mean, I've run into several channels where he's arguing. He's literally on there arguing with people over sexism and stuff like that, and it's just like, dude, you are a showrunner to one of the biggest shows in the last decade, and you're on here arguing with idiots
who half the time have not even seen the show, but yet they want to argue.
Peter came in. He's like, fine, we'll just put Jenna up front and let her do everything. And I think that's what happened. They did.
And that's what he's going to be like. That was I love the Clara character. Don't get me wrong. She was good, fantastic. But
up until Peter.
Up until Peter, when she started taking over, I was like, no, honey, you need to stay in a companion place. Let the Doctor do his own thing and let him take charge of the TARDIS. This is his world, not yours.
And that's what they were doing, is to just, you wanted to female Doctor, we're going to give you a preview with Jenna. Well, I'm sorry, the companion, if she wants to put her 2 cents in things, fine. But it's called Doctor Who, not Dr. Jenna.
How do we know that Jodie Whittaker's not going to clash with Chibnall? I mean, if he wants to do things the feminist way and he doesn't want to do things that way, how do we know, because she's in the hugest role ever, that they're not going to clash? I mean, it's not like she had a role like in a different role in his shows. This is the biggest role ever. So, I mean, I kind of find it really weird that she's not talking at all, especially that she's not all into it. Like, look how happy it is. I'm not,
keep the mouth shut for right now.
They're trying to coup the internet with Moffat coming out saying, "Oh, there was no backlash." Well, there's obviously backlash because there would be this huge surge on jumping on her and just ripping her apart.
I don't know why she can't talk, though. Why can't she be strong and come out and talk and say thank you, fans, whatever?
That was the point I made earlier, and Lucas just reiterated that, is that they're playing it smart. They're being political with this because they know if she's quiet, then people can't hold anything she says against her, and she's already declared that her feminist position with things. So what they want is they stirred up the water. They want the silt to settle down so that they can move their agenda ahead, and then if anyone speaks out against it, when she actually does come forward and say something, then people can just be like, oh, well, we've heard all this before months ago, been there, done that, move on, get on with it, and they're going to go, they're moving to Target, and they're just keeping quiet.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, is that, I mean, like I said a couple podcasts ago, that if they're smart, we're not going to hear nothing from her until like a month before.
Mm-hmm.
That if they're smart.
But she has to do interviews, though, because she got to promote the hell out of that.
And they're probably holding off those interviews till, like Lucas is saying, till a month and a half before the show, before either the Christmas episode or before her season starts. So
they're smart as long as they can. Because right now, if she does it, even if they do it in December, let's say they do it in December, people are going to be letting go of Peter, but you think everybody's going to be like, no, people are still going to be ticked, especially if this episode sucks.
They can't afford to have her not talk till December. It's never been that way. With all these doctors that were announced, they came out right away and talked, and if not, then right after.
And they know how
where you completely silent a month.
So they don't want to. They don't want to jeopardize their golden goose right.
A lot of us are forgetting. At this point, they don't think. Chris has pretty much made that pretty clear.
Chibnall, I
They
guess,
don't.
doesn't give a crap that she's not talking. Maybe he doesn't want her to talk.
It's making her position stronger by keeping her quiet right now.
Yeah, but you know what? That's like saying, hey, like she's not going to enter the competition or she's not going to do anything at all. Then, first of all, like being quiet, that's like a weak move, I think.
Which
Because
shows
she doesn't have it. Of course, she's not. If she doesn't
But if you
talk,
say that,
then she doesn't have a reason.
oh, you're sexist.
What?
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that if she doesn't talk, then there's no, like, here's the thing. She has no chance to screw up or say the wrong thing. Because she's just not talking. That's terrible. And I'm not trying to say that she'll screw up, but you have, I mean, I would think you're the first woman doctor ever. Wouldn't you want to run and reassure your fans or reassure the women or reassure whatever? Like, you're not saying anything that's weird. It's
No,
weird
because
for
they
me.
don't care. They don't care whether we watch anymore. They don't want us to watch anymore. They want this new crowd to watch.
And look what
And when
Marvel
they
did.
stop watching, that's it. Then they're
And
going to
look
be like,
what
oh, what
Marvel did.
happened?
Marvel did the same thing to us, and guess what happened?
And look what happened.
They're in series. Right, it's over. It's over. All those books done, redone, fixed back the way it was. We're sorry. That's
Okay.
exactly what's going to
Fast
happen.
forward to the end of the
She
season.
pretty much made it clear in her interview. I mean, did you guys not read the interview? And she made it pretty much clear in the interview. She doesn't know the Whovian community. She didn't even know we existed. Foreign entity to her. Why would she care?
Right.
She said that. I mean, pretty much. I mean, that's what she said in her interview. Team question thing that they did.
So is she going to be the type of doctor that doesn't sign autographs, doesn't interact with
Yeah.
fans, just films her stuff, and that's it? And
We don't know that.
I hope not. I hope not. Cause
I know we don't know that, Chris. I'm just saying, like, it's kind of weird how we have nothing to go on with her. Like, she's just not saying it.
I think she will, if for anything else, just to have a facade of being fan friendly, so that it carries
Yeah.
more.
Conventions though, I don't see that at all.
They
bet she
need
will.
to have her sign autographs so they can get that picture of the little girl getting her picture signed by the female
Yeah,
doctor.
that's what they want.
Oh, like they did with Gail Gadot, right?
You better believe the first girl that gets the autograph, she's going to be plastered all over the internet, all over every
Yeah,
fan.
so it's going to make the naysayers. That's the whole point, Joe, is that they got a political strategy going on now, and what Chris brought up's true, and what Lucas and Scott, everyone's been saying here is that they're biding their time right now, and they're playing strategy because, like, she actually is going to go out there, start doing appearances, signing things, stuff like that, because if she says stuff, she could potentially say something that might vilify her. But if she doesn't say anything, then they can't hold it. It's like pleading the fifth in a court case. You know, like you don't say anything to incriminate yourself. You just let the prosecution try and like bury you. And basically, right now, the way the SJWs have the community, they have people placated. They're saying that it's working. So why screw up a good thing? They're just.
Well, I mean, they're doing what Trump does, which is fake news. I love that they bash Trump, but then they're using his own strategies. It's like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, if they just like didn't pay attention to what he was saying, it's like he's trolling them because he gives them more fodder to talk about, and the more they talk about it, the more it looks like they're just like, picking on somebody, and it makes his fan base stronger because then he just tells them what they want to hear. Like, hey, I'm being picked on. It's the same strategy.
This might be a dumbass question, but when do her era start? Does it actually starts the day after the Christmas episode air, or does it like start like the next month?
What do you mean?
I mean,
when her era starts?
Yes, like when it shifts.
Hold on, she's filming.
Her era starts when she reads.
One second. She's filming in October.
Okay.
So, I mean, as far as we know, until the Christmas special starts, it's still the same. But she's going to be in there for a few minutes. So Christmas on.
Okay.
That's what it's going to be. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be the moment she regens.
Yeah,
so that's when her era starts.
But she will probably, by the time the Christmas special airs, they will probably have 2 episodes in the can, or maybe 1. Which they should,
they're going through the entire season of her in the can.
I mean, if I were them, I would throw out. Listen, if I were them, I would throw out stuff that has nothing to do with her to try to create a stir or a topic piece. Like, oh, we're going to have this amount of episodes, and this film's going to appear. And that way, at least, everybody's not talking about her. They're talking about, oh, my God,
Well,
the Draconians are going to appear, or this one's going to appear, or the episode.
To be fair, a good point to make also is they may be keeping her quiet right now because they already know that they've created an uproar with the talking point being a female doctor. So
Being a feminist.
they may be trying to show respect to Capaldi right now with it being his, his 0 hour when he's going out, that they don't want to make all the news about her, and they're just trying to let Capaldi play out the rest of his era and go, and then they'll start that shit up.
Now, did she come out in Comic-Con or no?
No.
I mean, isn't that a mistake or no? Should she have something separate, like with Chibnall, or no?
I think honestly, at this point, the only thing that is gonna change anybody's mind is if her and Chris and do something and talk about what the plans are. Talking spoilers. Talk about with somewhat.
The direction of
Vegas all hell, but if they show us that they actually have an actual crap, I think they would coup a lot more than Moffat coming on going, oh, all these people over here complaining, they don't exist.
Yeah.
They should talk about the direction, the general direction of the film.
I was a little iffy about them. The interviews and stuff, I'm like, oh, it might be okay. Then I saw it and I'm like, oh, this sucks. But like Matt, I liked Matt from the get-go. Didn't like him in all the post stuff. David, I liked him in all the post stuff and the season. So, I mean, it's hit or miss with them.
I just, if they're going to have to come out next Comic-Con. And
they're
going to have to do something.
That's what I was thinking, that it was going to do next Comic-Con, and then they could sit down.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about that, though. Next Comic-Con is already in trouble, so they might not come out next Comic-Con. So don't think that they have to, because Comic-Con right now is already like iffy about whether or not they're going to have a lot of people there. So
well, everybody. The thing is, isn't it like E3 where everybody wants to do their own conference and their own thing and be separate, and they make more money doing it that way. And and now even comics, like comic companies, can't even do comic things at Comic-Con because they're getting like it's just too expensive. It's too ridiculous.
It's not even that. It's just that they're going off of the Disney model with D23, where it's like we don't have any competition if we do our own convention, because the people who want to see our stuff will come see our stuff. They won't go somewhere else. So whether or not Doctor Who's going to be at Comic-Con or not next year, it probably will be. But if they don't see a need to, it won't be there.
Right.
So
I mean, it does feel like it's all publicity,
Yeah, but they make more money in sales over in the U.S. than the show actually makes in Britain, so in the UK. So, best interest to get the American fans into it. Because if they don't, they're going to lose a huge.
Don't their fan base get pissed?
What's going on?
Don't their fan base get pissed that we're the first to say to have stuff like? So maybe they won't do the Comic-Con. Maybe they'll do something there at home with Chibnall or her, or a little special or something. And
they do stuff over here first is because, I mean, honestly, that's where the biggest majority of their money is being made with the show right now. I mean, that's it. And if they don't do something over here, it'll burn up their market really quick, and they'll lose. What did they make last year? $8 million. I mean, that's insane for a show. And not even in their country. That's out. We're domestic to them. International. Domestically, they didn't even make half that. So I mean, they want it over here in America.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I you know how it was like we got a different showrunner, and then all of a sudden Doctor was everywhere in America, and then when we get different showrunners, different things. Is Chibnall going to promote the crap out of it in America like Moffat and Russell T Davies did, or is he going to not really? That's what I'm wondering. Because they have a say in that.
Yeah, but Chris has come out and he's said some weird things that just don't make sense. I don't know what direction he's going. I mean, does anybody else?
We don't know anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's keeping.
We don't know.
The crap he said is like he doesn't care what the internet says about the show. He doesn't care what.
We don't know.
Said that. I mean,
what
other showrunner has ever said something like that?
We don't know the
Internet's
episode.
like one of the things that can make and break a show.
We don't know the episode count. We don't know the episode length. We don't know the companion yet. We don't know if this is going to be Christmas specials or not. We don't know when it's going to air. I mean, they're saying maybe September. That's dangerously close to the Christmas special if they do it like that. So is it going to be August or?
They've done that before. They've done that before.
No, but when they did that, it didn't go well because it was like they did the Series 7 and they put it in September, and then then they had to split it, and then it's just I don't know. You can't go too far.
Runs
there's no Doctor Who on the air. You can't have Doctor Who off the air for too long because then the way the fan base is now, you give them too much time apart, they're gonna leave. They're gonna leave. Yeah. People are not gonna. These people that are all for women's rights, they're gonna.
So basically, in fact, they've got this female doctor now. They're probably thinking, well, if you're gonna leave, here's your chance.
Do you think these people are gonna hang in there for 12 months when
no, they're not.
They have a first appearance? I mean, right now, they're not. They're gonna forget you even exist. That's the problem.
They're gonna flick around the box and go, "Oh, that's right, Doctor Who's on."
But y'all like gotta look at it from the UK. The UK runs television way different than the US. I mean, the UK program, and then they'll do a 2-year break or a 3-year break sometimes, and then bring the show back. I mean, they do that.
Doctor Who can't afford to do up there.
Afford to right now. They do, and they're screwed.
Right now, they even said they have to have something on the air related to Doctor Who, or they're going to be in big trouble. They already said that to BBC. They have to have something, a spin-off or something, but a genuine spin-off, not like a spin-off like Class.
Oh, God.
Something like Torchwood again.
Something like Vastra and Jenny and Strax, Paternoster Gang, something.
I'd love to see Paternoster Gang. I mean, that's one of the things, whether it's...
The Paternoster Game is like Sherlock anyway, so Moffat's still doing Sherlock. You know, it's like
then bring her
You're gonna say something, Mike D.
Big Finish then.
No, I just went like Paternoster Gang. Come on, seriously. I'd rather see like another Doctor, like I guess movie that like with Paul McGann or something.
Yeah.
They're all weird about that. You notice that? They're like, we can't have multiple things. We can only focus on one Doctor. If Chibnall's not on the air and he's filming, what's the difference if they put if somebody else puts out like some specials with Paul McGann? I don't understand why they don't do something.
They do something separate. I mean, it's not going to hurt them.
Do they really think like if the fans are uneducated that they got to dumb it down paint by number? Well,
it could,
that we wouldn't figure it out.
One of the things they might be looking at is it could cause continuity problems.
Oh, come on. You could call it the Lost. You could call the show Doctor Who the Lost Series or something. And you know, obviously,
they could do a spin-off, honestly, and bring out 2 Doctor Who shows. Do one in the universe where fucking right, and do one with this, and then we'd have 2. They would never be off the air.
Well, couldn't they do something where they had like a unit movie with like the new Doctor with Whittaker in it, like to a certain degree to kind of character a little and reestablish
something separate, related, but
they screwed up Unit with the Christmas special because it's like, what are they going to get taken over by that shitty group? You know, with the brains.
Yeah, they need to come back and fix Unit big time. And well, with Chibnall and this new Doctor, they're probably going to feminize the whole Unit.
You know, I was seeing things when I was watching. Went back and I watched Doctor Who with my son Anthony. I was seeing things I didn't notice before, and I'm like, why didn't I notice that the first time? And we were watching because he didn't watch Doctor Mysterio and he didn't watch anything in Series 10, so we were watching in an order, right? So, like, right away, he's like, why is Unit in New York? And I'm like, yeah. It's like, is Unit now all over the place? Is that what they're trying to say? That
I always thought there was
global?
different branches of it.
I mean, is it all over the world now, Unit? Is that what
Well,
they're trying to make?
we are the United Nations Intelligence Task Force, and we are in the UN, so that would make sense, actually.
Yeah, so, but,
They're just headquartered in the UK.
yeah.
But
No,
they're
they're
part of the UN,
headquartered
which
in
function everywhere.
Right. But Moffat needs to, like, you know, he did that thing and he explained it. Like, are they going to get taken over or not? And you don't care because as he's leaving, so it's like, let somebody else deal with it.
Well, wouldn't it be fun if they did, like, if we're theorizing, like, going down that road, if they did, like, a one-off special before she started her series and did something where, like, it was a multi-doctor story with her and, like, Paul McGann to establish her character, where you had a couple of doctors together, and then you had her doing her series, and, you know, because I would see that she would probably do well.
They'd have to come out really strong, and it'd have to be a really well-written story.
Well, yeah, of course.
You could destroy the show, too, if it's horrible.
You can't have a puddle monster for episode 1.
Well, I don't mean that. I mean something where, like, she wouldn't even be, like, you know, like, it could be an introduction thing, because we haven't seen, like, the new Doctor come into a situation like that, where it could be from her future timeline, but they're not specific about when. She just, it's kind of just like some sort of, like, eponymous, you know, like any sort of situation at any time or whatever. And she just, like, popped in there and was like, you know, they're playing against each other, and she didn't have to give away too much about where at in her timeline she is as the Doctor, but they could have her with McGann, and it could be set before he regenerated, and, you know, the two of them could just play off of each other.
Well, how about this? Why not
I always
have,
thought this,
right? Here's the thing. You want to go in a crazy direction? You want to go and make the show fresh? How about the whole first season, she's not on Earth, period.
Yes.
And the companion, something happens in one of the galaxies in a solar system setup of all these planets that she lands on there after regenerating, and she has to stay there because the situation is so bad that this threat or threats could destroy all these planets in the solar system. So, like, she gets a companion from that planet. You know, maybe they know Earth culture because they watched it on satellites like Voyager or something, or whatever. So make it clear that she has to be the one that helps these races against this threat. And she's not even on Earth at all. I'm talking like a whole year not on Earth. Yes, it would be very expensive, but it would be different because we've never had that.
Comic-Con, Promaki did confirm she's leaving after the Christmas special.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
may I say something real quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's in live chat. There's been some concern about our views on Capaldi's era.
What?
Well, I want to. Here's the thing. I don't know what they're saying, but I'm just going to say what I have to say. I loved Peter Capaldi.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the writing, but I always supported Peter Capaldi 100,000,000%. And I always wanted Peter Capaldi. If you watch all my casts, I wanted him to stay for 10 years. So that has not changed, and I still wish we could keep him. So what are they asking?
They was concerned about us bashing, which it wasn't really us bashing him. It was just more about
Nobody's bashing Peter Capaldi at all. Who said that?
We're bashing how he was treated is what we're bashing.
Yeah.
He was age discriminated, and we've said if they are regular viewers and subscribers, we have always said that he's been age discriminated. 1 minute he's going to stay for 10 years, and then 2 weeks later he's leaving, and that's an inconsistency in his overall plan. And obviously, for something to alter his overall plan, he was pushed out the door by BBC, made to feel uncomfortable. Maybe even when he filmed the episodes, they had it all along that they wanted that. Isn't it weird?
If you noticed, if not every episode, then every other episode.
Yeah, isn't it weird that every single episode they talked about regeneration and his age and this and that, and they discriminated against him? So Moffat has been putting that crap in the script before I mean, come on. So
Because Moffat, like I said, is so caught up on the internet and arguments online that he in there as, I'll prove you wrong. That's that crap on purpose.
what is it again, Bond? What else?
It's just it that just one of our viewers complained about the Capaldi bashing. I'm like, well,
first of all, nobody's
was
bashing. First of all, you can't make a false accusation. You can't make a false accusation that we're bashing Capaldi when you're not even watching the cast. I mean, we're not bashing Capaldi. That's the point.
Matrix. In all fairness, you could say what I said would be considered
no
bashing.
No, but that's your opinion.
That's just one opinion of the whole.
That's one opinion.
Yes. Never have I said that. Everybody should think he's a horrible doctor. In my opinion, he's the worst doctor. I don't even think he's the worst. I think Tom Baker's the worst. But he's not anywhere in my top 10. He's at the.
But
he's 11. He's between 11 and 12.
But you're entitled to have that opinion, though. You know.
Right.
That's your opinion. And if nobody bashing him, that's your opinion.
Everybody knows my opinion.
A lot of people share that opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows. I mean,
and most of it is due, and I admit, most of it's due to his writing. The writing that he got.
Oh, God.
And he pretty much got the shaft.
Yeah.
But you can kind of say what I was saying about Peter as Peter bashing. I mean, in my opinion.
It's not Peter bashing. Come on, man. That's, I mean, probably the pissant that left that comment probably.
No. He's a member. Wait. He's a member of our show. He's not a pissant.
No.
Well, who are we talking about? I'm talking about
Albert. Albert is the one that's commenting.
I'm only going by their assertion. I don't know who they are, their identity. So you just said that, but I mean, regardless of who it is, I mean, the way that they're coming off. It's like, I mean, you know, like I don't have to agree with someone's opinion. I mean, we're not talking about facts. We're not arguing about when an unearthly child first aired. You know, that's a fact. That's a particular date. You know, we're talking about a particular taste in a doctor. I mean, you know, if someone's going to come on and complain, say somebody's like, you know, trashing or whatever, just because they give their reason why they don't like somebody in the role, that's not like trashing the shit out of
Albert's here. Albert.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, Albert.
How are you, sir?
What's up,
I'm
Albert?
doing well.
All right, so listen, nobody's bashing Capaldi. I mean, people have differences of opinions. But
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't really listening to the whole thing. I was kind of like, I just heard like a little snippet of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we're allowed to not like doctors. I mean, like, certainly Dr. Lucas not a fan of Capaldi, but doesn't mean he's bashing, you know, so.
Yeah, I was coming when I said pissing, I was coming in from, when I was coming from, the place I was coming from was talking about, I thought it was somebody from like another cast that like a 10 out of 10.
No. No, not the 10 out of 10 cast, no.
If you merely say anything negative about an episode or a doctor, then you're bashing the shit out of
God, yeah, you're crucified.
That's where I was coming from. I have to qualify that.
Yes.
And that is true.
Heaven forbid you should dislike an episode.
Yeah, there's been some really bad episodes in recent years, but yeah.
The monk episode, for one thing.
Well, let me while you're in here, let me get your opinion, because we didn't get your opinion on Jodie Whittaker's review as a 13th Doctor. So, what do you feel about everything, Albert?
I'm kind of neutral on it. I'm not really positive about it, and I'm not really negative about it.
I see.
Like, I'm just kind of accepting it.
I mean, yeah, I hear you. What about the finale? Did you like the finale?
I love the finale. The Dr. Falls was amazing.
Yeah. And
why are you bashing the Dr. Falls? Bashing. Hater. Oh my God.
Yeah. Now,
man, what are you
have you? Well, wait, hold on, Albert. Have you reviewed stuff on your channel?
No, I've not reviewed Series 10 yet, but I was going to.
Okay.
I did make a reaction video though to the Jodie Whittaker casting.
Oh, you did? Okay. I gotta watch that stuff. Gotta watch that. So, all right. So, what are you gonna do with your channel in the future?
I don't really know right now. I'm kind of just like relaxing right now.
Okay.
Like, I don't really have any grand plans right now. I'm just
Video
kinda,
gaming or whatever.
maybe
You're young though, aren't you? What are you like?
Yeah.
17? How old are you?
15.
15.
Oh, okay.
I
Jeez.
kids are old.
Wow.
15, dude. Wow. So wait, you
got
were
the whole
watching?
world ahead of you.
You were commenting and watching our show when you're like 12 and 13.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And tomorrow we got the Everything Show anniversary, which is like 4 years.
That's
Gonna be
great.
Yeah, that's. You saw the article too, right? Yeah, kicking the podcast.
Yeah.
I know. 3 cars. Not really, but anyway. All right, Albert. We want to get you in a cast one day. It's very late, and we're gonna have to get out of here too. But
Okay.
thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm glad we
No
cleared all that up. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Barrel
What?
in. Best of luck and
I can't get.
Yeah.
John.
All right, guys. The audio is getting weird, so
It is?
thank
Yeah.
Yeah.
you guys. Take care. Bye for now.
Sure.